Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the IVES number 581 B26. This is a wardrobe hook. This is a wardrobe hook by IVES. It is a part of a family of hooks that they have available, and the 581 has certainly been a design that has been around for several decades. This has a B in the part number, which tells us that it's made of solid brass. That's a cast brass base material that they have. And the 26 tells us that it is a polished chrome type finish. Polished chrome finish is what it is. Very handsome look. Being made of solid brass does afford, of course, a very exceptional look on architectural hardware. They will also make this in likely an aluminum-based material as well, and we'll get to that in a moment. Let's go over the dimensional properties of this item. This is what's called a wardrobe hook, very commonly used in residential applications, commercial applications as well. This happens to be going to a dental office is where this is going, or a dermatology office actually. So being able to hang up small items. Overall width of the hook on the back, about 1 3/16 as you can see. Overall projection, about 1 9/16. Overall height, we can gauge that on the camera a bit, about 1.5 inches. A couple of screws, probably from the center of those screws, looks like it's about 7/8 of an inch, maybe 13/16. Speaking of screws, they are included. That's going to be an oval head Phillips drive wood screw. Be mindful, they are not made of steel. They're slightly magnetic, which tells me these may be made of stainless, or perhaps the plating on the brass base material is what's forcing that to be slightly magnetic. I'm unsure which it is. The point of the matter is it's unknown to me what the base material is, and that tells me to proceed with caution. It could be made of solid brass with that polished chrome plating, and you don't want to improperly pre-drill the hole for the screws and then end up stripping the screw. You want to treat it as if it's a soft material and pre-drill that hole accordingly. Depending on the wood that you're going into, soft woods you can probably get away with maybe 70% of the root diameter, 75%. Hardwoods, generally much closer to the root diameter of the screw, the portion without the threads. The industry standard might be 80 or 85%, something in that range. Now, there is a link below this video to a document called Installation, and that is certainly a very old document at this time. It's probably every bit of 30 years old. Doesn't really say much other than place in the desired position, mark and secure. May be used individually, in rows, or clusters. Sure. There's also a link below this video to the product brochure, and that will allow you to review all of the hooks from IVES, namely the 581, which is on the 3rd page of that document. Its double hook, the 582, is also there. As I scroll through this document, they're all reasonably common. I would say that the 580 ceiling hook is more common. And of course the generic 571, 572, those are very common because they're just so ubiquitous. But the 580 is very common as well. And what you see when you look at page 3 of the product catalog is the description. Compact hook is perfect when space is limited, such as behind doors where low profile is needed, meaning the projection. You can't have the projection to be very great because the door is going to open and you don't want it to hit a wall. You want the projection of your baseboard bumper to be greater than the projection of this naturally. So that might be a very appropriate place that you're going to use this. Made from cast brass or cast aluminum or epoxy coated aluminum. That would be the epoxy coated would be the Z619E. That's going to be very likely an item that you're going to use in an environment that's probably going to be wet constantly, would be my guess. The there were 3 finishes. Brass, you can see the line of the different IVES numbers and the BHMA number in terms of finish. B3 is 605 for polished brass. B4 is 606 satin brass. B5 609 antique brass. B10 612 is satin bronze. B10B 613 is oil rub bronze. B15 or 619 finish is satin nickel. B15A or 620 is antique nickel. B26 is 625 polished chrome. B26D is B26 is 625 polished chrome. B26D is 626 satin chrome, and then B716 would be like a Venetian bronze or a little bit lighter version of oil rub bronze. There is no BHMA number posted there for that. In aluminum, you can do a brass look, an antique brass look, a polished nickel look, a satin nickel look, a unichrome type look. That's the A92. If you're looking for the least expensive, 581, A92 will always be the least expensive. A716, ABLK, which would be black, AW for white, and then that zinc epoxy coated version, that's there as well. And that goes through the rest of the units, coat hooks in terms of what IVES offers. A very handsome piece of product, been on the market certainly for several decades at this point. There is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the IVES products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Any questions on the IVES, number 581, B26, polished chrome single wardrobe hook, or any other IVES product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.